Good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and I'm going to take about 5 to 7 minutes of your time to talk about something close to my heart. We will be using data from the Washington Department of Health and the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Institute. 3 years ago, a simple nasal spray could have changed my family's history. I'm here today because I don't want it to be your sister, your friend, or your neighbor. Carrying naloxone or Narcan is a simple, safe, and life-saving civic duty that requires minimal medical training but offers a critical second chance. I don't know any addicts. This is something we hear often. The reality is that an overdose doesn't affect a single population, and it doesn't wait for a medical professional. It can happen at a picnic, in a library, or on a Sunday during the big game. It can affect your loved ones, friends, and neighbors. A medical emergency can happen when you least expect it. In a medical emergency, checking to ensure the scene is safe is immediately followed by checking for a response. Sometimes our next response comes with a spray. According to the Washington Department of Health, overdose deaths in the state have seen a dramatic increase. Over 73% of overdose deaths involve synthetic opioids like fentanyl. The Department of Health notes that fentanyl is now involved in the vast majority of overdose deaths, often found in counterfeit pills that look like legitimate prescriptions. In recent years, Washington has seen some of the fastest growing overdose rates in the country, with 3,145 overdose deaths in 2024 alone, the second highest rates in state history. It isn't just street drugs. There are many populations at risk of an accidental overdose with prescribed medications. For example, if an elderly patient or someone undergoing immense trauma, medically or otherwise, forgets they took a dose, an accident can happen. Harmful drug-to-drug interactions can also occur if a medication has contraindications with another prescription, which is why it is important to be very thorough when updating your medications you take during doctor's visits. These accidents happen far more often than we realize. Data suggests that when a bystander administers Narcan, the survival rate is exceptionally high. In Washington, community distribution programs have reported tens of thousands of successful overdose reversals, proving that Samaritans are the true first responders. If you are worried about legal implications, know that under Washington's Good Samaritan Law, RCW 69.50.315, you are legally protected from civil liability and cannot be charged with drug possession when you act in good faith to provide aid during an overdose. Furthermore, Narcan has no effect on someone who does not have opioids in their system. If you find someone unconscious and it is actually a stroke or a diabetic emergency, giving Narcan will not harm them. It is also highly accessible. Washington has a statewide standing order. You do not need a personal prescription. You can walk into nearly any pharmacy or order it for free via the DOH partnered mail order sites. There are also many local outfits that distribute free naloxone to the public, and I will share those distribution centers in the description below. Let's go over how to use Narcan spray, but before we do, let's check the expiration dates on the side of the package. Now, the Washington DOH does recommend using unexpired Narcan. However, if you only have expired Narcan available, you can still use it. It just won't be quite as effective, but it is much better than nothing. So for this demonstration, we are using an expired cartridge of naloxone. This one, it was expired since January of 2025. So on these little cartridges, you will find the expiration date typically on the bottom, but I'd look anywhere on the package. Okay. If you see someone who you suspect is having an overdose, this is how you can save their life in 30 seconds. First, check to make sure the scene is safe. You can't help anyone if your life is in immediate danger. Next, check for a response. Shake them and shout, "Are you okay?" Tap their shoulders. The Washington Department of Health does suggest doing a firm sternum rub for about 10 seconds. If they do not respond to this painful stimulus, they need help immediately. Call 911. When you call 911, give a brief description, such as, "This person is having an overdose. Please come to 10th and Maple." Next, you will want to administer the spray. So you grab your naloxone, peel the package up here at the top. Put your 2 fingers up here and a thumb on the plunger at the bottom. You will insert it all the way up their nose till about your fingers touch the bottom of their nose. Then you want to press in the plunger firmly. You want to make sure to administer all of the naloxone in the cartridge. Next, you want to roll them over into the recovery position. So this is typically on the side. This is to prevent choking if they wake up and vomit. Wait and repeat. If they don't wake up in 2 or 3 minutes, give a second dose in the other nostril. Next, deliver rescue breaths. If they remain unconscious and you feel comfortable and there's nothing visibly obstructing their airway, roll them onto their back to deliver rescue breaths. Tilt their chin up and blow a nice steady breath into their mouth. You should visibly see their chest rise and fall with each breath. If you do not, reposition them slightly and try again. I will share a video demonstration in the description as well. Every kit carried is a potential life saved. You don't need a medical degree to be a hero. You just need to be prepared. My sister isn't here to tell her story, but you are here to change someone else's. Go to the DOH website or your local pharmacy today. You might never use it, but if you do, you will be the reason someone gets to go home. Thank you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.